Hi, it's Chef Scardina with some exciting news. The Harvest Hub meal boxes are back this summer. We're buying from local farms to bring you the freshest, most nutrient-dense foods because everyone deserves to eat well. Before we get started, did you know there's a new resource in town? Shelly Argerbright and her team at the Garrett County Health Department, along with our partners and volunteers, are working to establish the 360 Access Hub to help reduce food insecurity in Garrett County. And you can check that out at 360accesshub.com. Let's get started. Hi, I'm Shelly Argerbright. Chef Scardina.
And I'm Shelly Argerbright.
Welcome back to Harvest Hub Meal Box number two. So today, Shelly and I yesterday went to the farmer's market, and look at all this beautiful stuff we have. If you haven't been to the farmer's market yet, you need to get down there because pretty soon it's going to be winter and you'll wish you had some of this stuff. So can we give them a plug really quick?
Absolutely.
We got Wednesday 10 to 1, Saturday same time, 10 to 1, yeah. Okay, so today we're gonna do a beautiful dish, and 99% of these ingredients are local, right?
Yes.
So we're gonna make a ratatouille with squash and zucchini.
Wild mushrooms.
Yep, wild mushrooms. So we're gonna do this ratatouille with zucchini, tomatoes, garlic, all that, and then on the side we're gonna do some wild mushrooms, and there might also be some packaged mushrooms just to make sure you have enough. And then
the salad.
And the salad. Beautiful mixed greens. Sorry about that bell ringing. Beautiful mixed greens with these beautiful carrots here, also from the farmer's market, and Castleman cheese curds. We're on the fence here, okay? I was talking to Shelly yesterday. We were gonna do ratatouille, but now we're almost thinking we might make a casserole with the ratatouille and put some of the cheese curds and melt it and serve it with this bread. And where is this bread from?
Wild Ember.
And where is it?
Market 42.
In Friendsville. This is the most amazing bread you will get. When I picked this up today, it smelled so good when I get in there. We are going to post the website somewhere up here and let you know. A big thanks to Omar and his crew. They're wonderful people. They're so nice, and it's just a beautiful place. And I think it's time to get started. Let's go. All right, so we got everything prepped. Thanks, Shelly. And also, you can't see on the camera, I want to thank Reese, Kristen, and Martin for helping out as well. They're doing great. So thank you so much. So now what we're going to do first is we're going to work on this ratatouille. Now, this isn't really a traditional ratatouille. We're going to saute these vegetables. Reese, if you don't mind, kind of look at here. The broccoli is just hanging out there, okay? So we're going to saute these peppers and stuff together, and I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna make will you hand me that pan, please? So Shelly, we're gonna saute these vegetables with a bunch of garlic, some of not the basil, that's later, some dried oregano, little crushed red pepper. This time will be for the mushrooms. And we're gonna saute this, and then we're gonna put some of the cheese curds on that and put it in the oven. And while it's in the oven, we'll do the mushrooms, okay?
Perfect.
All right, Shelly's holding all this. These are the vegetables. First, we are gonna saute this. People are like, should you really saute with extra virgin olive oil? No, this is a decent quality olive oil, which olive oil is included in your box. So in a whole bottle, plenty. It won't be exactly this kind, but you will have plenty of olive oil and extra for other things. So we're not gonna cook this really hot, so it's okay with this olive oil. So we're gonna put a liberal amount in here. Don't let it get too hot. And I'm gonna.
That on low.
Let's say medium. I'd say that's medium. Okay. I don't know, Shelly. I don't know. Let's just see. No, I'd say medium. Maybe a little bit medium high. And the reason is, and when you put stuff in a pan, you don't want to be up here, obviously, because it could splatter. Okay, we're gonna take some of this. And honestly, you get so many vegetables with this. I don't know if, you could save it to do something else. So we're gonna have enough to fill our dish for our, what are we calling it? Ratatouille casserole. How's that sound? I just made that up. All right, so we're gonna let this go for a little bit. We cut the peppers, Shelly, a little bit big, okay? And maybe if the people don't like onions, you could cut those a little bit bigger too. So now I'm gonna take we're just taking all this stuff together, all right? Once again, if you wanted to do something else with this, you have so much food, maybe you only got half of this for your ratatouille. And it's really up to you. I mean, what do we say? It's your food. Do what you want with it, okay? So we're gonna go with this a little bit, and once it cooks down, we'll get back to you. I'm just gonna go with the salt. Can you see the salt, Reese? You get some broccoli in your meal box too, and we thought about putting it in the salad. Once again, do whatever you want with it. We're going to showed you in other videos blanching and shocking, and I'm going to show you why I like this method. You don't have to do it, but if we put this broccoli in there. Hi, Kristen, would you get me a pair of tongs over there? You might, or Martin, if you see over there, you might have to, oh wait, this side. Do you see that right there? Sorry about this, but hey, that's what happens, right? Hurry up, Kristen, just kidding. What? Kristen, thank you, Kristen, for giving me the biggest tongs in the entire kitchen. All right, so if you look here, we just put in this broccoli in the water. It doesn't have to be in there for long, okay? So blanching in the hot water par cooks it, okay? And then the ice water stops the cooking process. All right, thank you for holding things, Shelly. Yes. Now look, do you see the difference? See the difference? Beautiful. Which one would you rather have in a salad? This guy, right here, okay? All right, moving back to the ratatouille. So, Shelly, you can put that ice water down now, thank you. Now, one of the things, we talk about this every time. Do not burn the garlic. This is beautiful garlic here. Did we mention or no? Who did we get? No.
So Garrett Growers.
Garrett Growers.
And Backbone Food Farm.
Backbone Food Farm.
A lot of,
great.
Kind of local farmers.
Yes, and this is, I'm so happy that this is it's all local really, except for the olive oil, okay? We can only do so much, okay? But so yeah, but now the big thing, Shelly, is we do not want to burn this garlic, so that's why I'm adding this later. We have a timer going off that I'll check that in a second. All right, so we're gonna put this garlic in, all right? And that's a lot of garlic. The garlic's good, trust me. This is really good garlic. We're gonna cut for 1 second and turn off. So now we're gonna add the tomatoes at the end. Hey, did we peel the tomatoes? No, we did not. I know some people like peeled tomatoes. There's actually a lot of vitamins in the peel. I don't mind it, but I'm sure a lot of people in this county know how to peel tomatoes because people do so much canning. Okay, so let's add that in there, Shelly. Yeah. Now, come over here, Shelly. Look, I want to add some fresh basil to this, but if I add it now, it will give it a nice flavor, but it'll turn kind of brown, okay? So we don't want that. So I think once we make this, we're gonna put the basil and tear it up and we put it in the oven because it's only gonna take a little, it's already cooked, so it just take a little time to melt and the fresh basil will still be nice and fresh, okay? So the only other thing is, once again, this is your food, season it any way you want, okay? We're gonna put a little crushed red pepper in there and you can taste it for your seasoning. Never over season your food because once you over salt something, you cannot take that salt out, all right? So we're gonna put this in the season it, put it in a casserole dish and show you what's next. Okay. Good, okay, so we put this in the pan, season it. We did a little crushed red pepper, a little bit more salt. And on top of this is these Castleman cheese curds. They're wonderful. We originally wanted to do this with the salad, but we were like, this cheese looks like it's good on this. These things are wonderful. So we saved some for the salad. I'm gonna say it one more time and that's it. It's your food, do what you want with it. Also, we had a little bit of fresh mozzarella here, so we use that as well. And if you have another cheese at home, I would use that cheese and put it on there. I wouldn't use Cheese Whiz. Okay, I'm just saying. You know, I mean, but if you want to, you can. Okay, I wouldn't recommend it. Okay, so now we're gonna stick this in the oven. And first of all, once again, be mindful. Like, if you have extra vegetables, this is a great way to utilize them. Okay, and also I'm gonna put this out there. If you have a little bit of extra tomato sauce, your favorite tomato sauce at home, you could put that in there as well. Beware of cheap tomato sauces. You know why?
So much sugar.
So much sugar, that's it. That is so much sugar. Yuck.
Right.
Okay?
All fresh, all from your garden, all from the local farms. Just want to ruin it with tomato sauce.
Well, if you had a high quality tomato sauce, yes, but no great value tomato sauce. Absolutely not. Let's get in the oven. Okay, close that door. Now, in the meal box, you also have mushrooms. We talked about putting them into the ratatouille, but some people don't like mushrooms.
Yeah.
I don't understand why. I don't get it at all. And that's fine. If you don't like mushrooms, we're cooking them all separate. Martin, thank you so much for ordering these. These shiitake mushrooms are wonderful, and they're from the farmer's market as well.
Yeah.
All right, Backbone Food Farm. Wonderful stuff. We removed the stems. I was talking, I don't know the person's name that was helping us yesterday, but she said remove the stems. They're a little bit woody and hard to eat, but they make a great stock. So we're gonna save that for stock. And now we also, you're probably gonna get some button mushrooms. These are not local, but we wanna make sure you have plenty of mushrooms. So we're gonna do it. Do not judge these mushrooms. These are, store-bought mushrooms are not bad. I guarantee if it was harder to grow this mushroom, they'd be like, this is the most fantastic mushroom ever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're just very easy to grow. They're very firm and great.
They're from Castleman Grocery.
They're from, great, yeah, they're from Castleman Grocery, great, and thank you guys for that. So we're gonna cook these first, and then we're gonna add these later so it's a little bit thinner. So we can cut and we'll, first thing, I wanna say this again. Some people don't like mushrooms, that's fine, but if you've never tried mushrooms, then how do you know, okay? And maybe the person cooking those mushrooms didn't do a good job. If you tried these mushrooms right now, we'd change your mind. I'm just saying, maybe I'm talking myself up a little too much, but okay. We're gonna add olive oil to this pan. Now here, this is a nice olive oil too. You get olive oil, and this is why we gave you so much olive oil too, because the mushrooms can absorb the oil, okay?
Now, quick question.
Sure.
We did not wash these mushrooms. We had a little debate about that.
Yeah.
Some people wash, some people
The
don't.
debate was Shelly started washing the mushrooms, and I was like, "What are you doing?" Okay, look, what did we do?
wash them.
No, don't wash your mushrooms.
Half of it, they have dirt.
Yeah, wipe them off. Kristen wiped them off with a paper towel. Okay, and it's just because they absorb the water. And we were also saying, if there's a tiny bit of dirt, trust me, if you're eating certain things from a big supermarket chain, you're putting a lot worse things in your body than a little bit of dirt. Okay, and I'm not saying eat dirt, but you know. So also a big thing is, do you see what Shelly's doing? She's stirring them, and we don't want to stir them right now. Just a mistake people make too. Not that you made a mistake, Shelly.
I'm not very much a sugar, I will say.
Well, here, you're going to learn right now. Today's your day.
I'm really excited.
Okay. So, do you see how, Reese, if you can zoom in on there. See how it's almost absorbing all the oil? The thing you want to do is you don't want to pack mushrooms so they're stacked so high because they can't brown. So you just want them to sit just a little bit. So I do not season my mushrooms with salt right now because it pulls out some of the moisture and they start to seam. We want these to brown. The shiitakes that Martin is still cutting up. Just kidding, Martin. Thanks for your help, buddy. Just kidding. So we're gonna let these sit and brown a little bit. Also, if you have butter, put some butter in there, okay?
A little richer flavor.
A little, yeah, it rounds things out a little bit, but not necessary. I think if we have some, I might grab some really quick. Probably a good time to talk. If you have margarine, throw it in the garbage. Just go right now. pause the video, go to your fridge, and throw your margarine away, okay? If we put margarine in here, it would start smoking. Margarine has a very low smoking point. Okay, you can keep your margarine. We'll let you keep your margarine. Just don't put it in these mushrooms. Fair enough? Okay.
Heat on low, medium.
Medium high. And we're just gonna keep rolling. You stir those mushrooms. I think I have some butter. Yes, I'm running back and forth, but that's okay. Look at Shelly go. Oh, also, notice this is a Teflon pan. Never use, will you go over there, Martin? There is a timer. Martin's getting a workout today. I'm just letting you know. So Martin, there's a timer over there. If you can just turn it to the left, it'll turn it off. Hey, Martin, check it too and see how it looks. Open the door. So, what was I saying?
Teflon pan.
Teflon pan. Do not use tongs in the Teflon. I like the Teflon pan because it moves around a little bit easier. I like it. Looks good? Okay. Thanks, Martin. And thank you, Kristen. Kristen's in the background, but thank you so much. So these are getting brown here. These shiitakes, we'll add in a little bit. The shiitakes cook so fast, you know? And we have some red onion. You'll have plenty of onion too. So we're gonna add some red onion. And I will say, again, well, this is a meal box to remember right here.
It really
It is, and wait for number 3. That one's in the works. So this is really good. You got a lot of food on this one. And remember, we still have wild ember bread coming up. We're gonna grill, so, oh man, I'm excited. So these are looking pretty good. Let those onions cook a little bit. And now, I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. And people a lot of times why are you using so much salt? Because you need to, okay? It's not, a lot of times people like restaurant food better because it's seasoned more. It's not gonna be salty. Kosher salt if you got it, that's salt, or sea salt. If you have iodized salt, it'll work. But next time you go to the store, you might wanna pick up some kosher salt. All right, and now Shelly and Martin picked this. This is fresh thyme, okay? We're gonna add that in here. Fresh basil, we talked about turning brown.
Right.
This is called a hard herb. Rosemary, thyme, things like that are a hard herb. You can add that at any point you want to. So we want to cook this down a little bit. Look at that, ooh, it smells good.
It smells amazing.
It smells amazing. So now, we are going, let's let go just a little bit more. We could put garlic in there if you want to. I think we have so much garlic in the other things, you know. So now we're gonna add these shiitake mushrooms. Like I said, they don't take long to cook. If you looked at our first meal box, not that we've had chicken stock that we made.
You made.
That I made it. Wow. Yeah, amazing stuff. Three Sisters Farms.
Farms an accident. All the chicken.
The best chicken you will ever have, or I've ever had, and I mean that.
Yeah.
I mean that. It is lovely. And Stacy, I think she's tired of me telling her how much I love her chicken.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and they have chicken backs, which we love, livers, everything. It's just a wonderful product. I think it's a heritage breed chicken, and they make their own special feed for that bird. So it's great.
Really
So
high quality.
if I had, what my point was, is if we had some of that stock, if you added a little bit of that, good. So if you have some chicken stock, you could use canned stuff. Just make sure the sodium level is not too high, just to round things out like you said. So we're gonna let these go. We're gonna pull our
Ratatouille out.
ratatouille stuff out. We're gonna bowl this up in a second. We're gonna talk about salad really quick, okay? And then we're gonna toast some bread. It's gonna be the best part. Okay. Okay, Shelly, we had eggplant, and we talked about that, and one of the ingredients in ratatouille is eggplant, but we're doing what we want today, okay? And you can do what you want because it's your food. We have this beautiful eggplant. This came from...
That's Garrett Growers.
Garrett Growers, great stuff. And I wish I had shown you the eggplant before. It's so heavy, so heavy.
2-pounded.
Yeah, and we do have some, these are so beautiful, we thought we'd just show them to you. So these eggplant, we salted them to bring out some of the water, and then we kind of pat it dry. Not necessary, but I think it helps a little bit. Reese, if you'll come around this way, you can also see all the water that has come out from there. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this eggplant and we're gonna grill it. We are gonna grill the eggplant because I think it'd be a nice addition. You can saute it with the other vegetables just like we did with that stuff, but let's do something a little different and grill it. You could also, if you want to, and that's what I'm saying, like mushrooms, eggplant, people are like, I kind of get the eggplant thing. I love eggplant.
Me too.
I love it. But I understand a little bit more why people don't like that. It's kind of, the texture is a little strange. It's a little bit of bitterness to it. No, I don't understand why people don't like eggplant. It's good too, okay? So we're gonna take a little bit of olive oil and salt and pepper and put these on the grill, and then we'll put them with the ratatouille casserole.
It's just this really well-rounded, amazing vegetable harvest.
Absolutely. We're like, when we went to the farmer's market yesterday, I was blown away. I really was. I mean, it's peak season.
It really is.
Yeah, you need to get down there. Wednesday, 10 to 1.
And Saturday.
Saturday, 10 to 1. Maybe, if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Okay, let's cut for a second. Here we go. All right, so eggplant, you don't have to do this. This is just something we want to try. But hey, it's summertime.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, if you got the grill, if you got a gas grill, just turn that bad boy on. You know, you're gonna be outside anyways, hopefully. So you gotta be careful, this eggplant will absorb a lot of oil. So we're gonna just put this on the grill. Now, sometimes you don't want it to burn. And we're gonna get our marks on them, okay? If it doesn't seem like it's done, you could stick it back in the oven for a minute until it's soft. I don't know, are we gonna put this in the recipe? Should we include grilled eggplant on the recipe?
We should.
Okay, all right, we'll do that. But we're gonna keep it really simple. So now, Shelly, if you don't mind, well, you know what, let's wait.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why. This is like some of the fresh thyme we had. This is like a wonderful Greek seasoning. But if we put it on too early, and once again, use all your seasonings you want, but like dried oregano flakes, it might burn. So maybe we should wait a little bit on that. So if you don't mind grabbing that salt, Shelly, and just hitting it with the salt, and then the pepper mill.
More than that, or is that?
Just let it go, yeah. Look, back to me if you don't mind. Don't be, look, salt is a good thing. You don't want to over salt, but here's the thing about seasoning, Shelly, okay? And some people make a mistake doing this. You have to use enough to be able to taste it. Some people are like, I'm like, that's not doing you any good, okay? You want to taste it. And I think that's where people who can cook, and I'm not just saying in the industry, I'm saying at home, you need to know how to balance those things out a little bit. But don't be heavy-handed, but let each ingredient have its place in the eggplant, you know?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can see we're getting marks on this. We're gonna cut. We're not gonna explain this too much, it's pretty standard. I guess I could show you one thing, okay? Do you see this line? If I quarter turn this, it'll put these nice pretty marks on there,
So fancy.
but not necessary, okay? All right. This is gonna be my favorite part of
Me
the
too.
video. This is bread from Wild Ember. I went there this morning and picked it up, and I'll tell you something. You want your bread, you better get there early, okay? I did get there on time, but as soon as I got there, people started lining up behind me, okay? And they're fast and efficient and very pleasant people, just wonderful people. So this is the sourdough they make. Now there's more, we'll show you the website. It'll tell you everything about this, everything that's in it, what kind of specialty flours they use. It's unbelievable, great website. So we'll do that. So you're gonna get this in your meal box. Maybe this, probably this. We're not sure yet. I bought this baguette because it looks so good, and I bought another one for my wife, and she's gonna be so happy when she gets home. So a lot of people don't know, I used to live in New York, and bread was a big thing, and when my wife sees this, I mean, I'm good. I'll be good, okay? So let's look at this. I'm gonna just cut right in half. No, look, you feel that?
I mean,
Oh, you can't feel. Sorry, the bottom. Now this is baked, and I hope I'm not doing Wild Ember any disrespect, but because I don't exactly, but they have a mobile. I mean, it's a wood-fired oven in the back, outside, and that's how they bake this bread. Look at that. Amazing, amazing. So we're gonna grill this. Let's cut into this baguette too. Maybe we'll do like large pieces, like chunks. Let's just do one. Beautiful stuff. This is wonderful. But where can you get a real baguette in Garrett County?
Wild Ember.
Wild Ember. That's where you can get it. So now we are going to maybe grill this and do it like kind of like on a, for lack of a better term, a plancha, like a griddle, okay, with some olive oil. And I don't even think we're going to season it because I want to taste it just like it is. Okay. Good. So now we were talking, I'm so worried about not doing this bread justice. You could just eat it on its own. So we talked about doing a little bit of butter and searing it off, but the butter I have is not worthy of this bread. I think the olive oil, we could probably even have a better olive oil, but we have a decent one to go with this. This is our crepe maker that we've had for years at the school. And we do make crepes, but mainly it has even heat, so we do all sorts of things. And now it's going to be blessed with this wonderful bread. We are not going to season it. We are going to see, I think this is a standalone dish. So you could do this at home. You could toast it. You know, you could, if you have do people still have toaster ovens?
I think so.
I think so. You could toast it in your toasting oven for a little bit and then brush it with some olive oil. But really, this bread is just ready to eat. I tell you what, whew, you could make a sandwich out of that baguette, you know, with those tomatoes.
You really could.
Oh man, I'm hungry. You could take the baguette, slice it up, okay? Put the ratatouille stuff on there and the grilled eggplant, the cheese curds, and then if you had a panini press, done. Okay, we'll get back to you and we'll show you this bread and everything else, the salad, and then we'll be done. Now, salad, really easy. We're not really gonna tell you how to make a salad, but we have our mixed greens. Probably can't see it, but you'll see it when we mix everything together. We had carrots that are beautiful in there. We had extra tomatoes, so we're putting that in there. Oh, broccoli. We forgot the broccoli, but we will get it when we do this. So, Kristen, will you cut up the broccoli a little bit for me, just like into pieces? And then we're gonna show you how to make a very quick dressing. Obviously, you don't have to do this, but I think with these greens and this meal, a simple vinaigrette would be good. We have, this is just a little bit of Dijon mustard. This is an aged sherry vinegar that we really like using. And you can get it on Amazon. But if you have red wine vinegar at home, that's good. And honestly, you got your olive oil too.
Yes,
You got your bottle. So there's this thing that a lot of people feel like when they're making dressings. First of all, that the ratio should be 3 parts oil to 1 part vinegar. That's a lot of oil. I almost go half and half, and it depends on the vinegar. This vinegar isn't overly acidic, so smell it. It's good, huh? So we're gonna put this in here. So a lot of people I've worked for in the past, a lot of people when they make vinaigrettes, we're gonna take some of our eggplant seasoning here. They feel like you should season the vinegar mixture first before you add the oil, because when you shake it up, sometimes the seasoning gets trapped in the oil. Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit of this in here, but I like, when we make salads, I like to season the salad itself. And you can do this in a blender and it'd be nice and emulsified, it'd all come together and be homogeneous. But we're just gonna take this oil right here and our vinegar and our mustard. Will you give me a spoon over there?
I always worry, and I like measure everything. So this is making me a little nervous. But you're giving
This
me
isn't
confidence.
baking, people. Yeah, don't.
Yeah.
Just
So
look,
you know,
there's a lot of common sense to cooking, okay? And right over there. So we're gonna mix this up just like this. I'm gonna age myself here a little bit. I don't know if they do this anymore. Remember they have like the Italian seasoning packet and you get the bottle with it and you can add the stuff? We're kind of doing that. Hey, right there. Look, go that way. We're trying to find spoons, people. Right there, turn to your right, look up, look straight ahead, down. Oh, I was pointing right at it. Any spoon. So when you try your dressing too, you know what? After all that, I actually didn't even need this
Oh my
spoon.
God.
Okay, so we can take a little bit of this and try it, okay? Maybe a little bit more oil. Those greens are good too. Okay, I'm gonna set this aside. So now, all we have to do, add a little bit more oil to this. We're gonna season the salad and we're gonna put everything together and we get to eat. All right, good?
Yep.
All right, so we did it, almost. So now, really quick, we had, I don't even remember, did I say this? Extra tomatoes and carrots? Did I say that? I did? Okay, I'm sorry, I forgot. So we're gonna take, if you hand me that dressing right there, we're gonna take this, and like I said, use what you want. Use whatever dressing you want. Did we talk about ranch yet?
We haven't.
We haven't. Look, I know everybody loves ranch, but can we just give the ranch a rest for one day? It's your food, but I'm saying something a little bit oil and vinegar based that's elevated would be wonderful, okay? But I'm not gonna be there. I don't know if you're eating it or not. So do what you want, but we're gonna show you. We're just gonna mix a little bit of this in. And sometimes, I like to season the salad itself. We already put the seasoning in here. It's a little bit of that Greek seasoning. And I think it's nice to incorporate the greens with the vinaigrette. And then we have our broccoli in there. And Castleman cheese curds, which we've been eating on, and they are delicious. So I think we're good. Ooh, yeah, I'm telling you, I'm hungry.
Me too.
I am so hungry, okay? Now, Shelly, I'm gonna blame you too. We're not perfect. I forgot to put basil in that, okay? When we eat it, we'll probably move it around, but I would, after you get it done, if you do it this way, I would add the basil. I gotta grab this basil. I feel very strongly about, I think we're gonna put a little bit of basil on top, okay? You never, when you cut basil, really you're almost better tearing it as opposed to cutting it. If you cut it, you have to do it the very last minute or it'll turn brown as well. So we're gonna have some basil here. And then I think for us, when we sit down and eat, which I can't wait for, we'll have a little bit of basil at the table and tear everything up there. So I think we did great.
I think we did too.
Okay, and I want to thank you, of course, and all you do for my program, and I really appreciate that. And I've enjoyed going to the farmer's market with you.
I have loved it.
Yeah, even though we argue a little bit, but that's okay, you know. Reese, Kristen, Martin left. Thank you so much to those guys. And I think we should also thank John
Absolutely.
and Suze, the people behind the scenes that put everything together for Harvest Hub meal boxes. And Diane, anybody else?
There's so many people.
There's so many people.
All of our local farmers, all of our partners, our local businesses, everyone, you know, when we do these kind of programs, we really need to bring
People together.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a collaborative effort. You couldn't there's a lot going on behind this, you know, from the growing to the making the videos and everything. And I think it's been a wonderful experience. And I'll say going to the farmer's market yesterday was great. Big thanks.
To Wild Ember.
Wild Ember. I haven't been eating bread. and I know, but I'll eat this bread because this is wonderful stuff and they're wonderful people. I hope
everyone deserves to eat well.
everyone deserves to eat well, and trust me, you're going to eat well on this one.
Thank you.
Thanks.